Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to write and publish articles on WordPress using AI agent from Google Sheets. So I'm an owner of a skincare brand and I want to create more customers engagement in my business by posting blogs related to skincare on my WordPress. Over here I'm going to use an AI agent to generate a content related to the vlogs that I want to post on my WordPress account. In this video, what is going to happen that as soon as I am going to add a new title in my Google Sheets of the vlog that I want to post on my WordPress account, using the AI agent, the content is going to be generated related to that same title that we have entered in our Google Sheets. And as the content is going to be generated, I want to post that content, I want to create that content as a post in my WordPress account. Now doing this manually is very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And here in this automation, I am going to build a connection between all of these applications with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation process step by step, for that let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to write and publish articles on WordPress using AI agent from Google Sheets. So as an owner of a skincare brand, I focus on sharing valuable skincare tips, product benefits, and customer success stories on my website to engage with my audience. I use Google Sheets to plan and organize my content ideas, including article titles, keywords of the articles. And I use an AI agent to generate well-structured, informative, and engaging articles based on the topics. Once the AI agent generates the content, automatically that content is going to be shared in my WordPress site, constantly updated with fresh and relevant skincare content. This automation saves me time, ensures regular content updates, and enhances audience engagement without any manual efforts. And now I'm going to show you how this AI agent actually works. So this is my Google Sheets in which I create the record of my titles and keywords. And when the vlog is generated, the vlog link is also in this spreadsheet right here. So this is my spreadsheet in the name of vlog title. So I'm going to add a title with some keywords in this spreadsheet right here. So as you can see that I've entered the vlog title, the ultimate guide of hydrated and radiant skin, with the keywords also you can see right over here. So now as I've entered the vlog title and the keywords over here, I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds. As I've now waited for a few seconds, I'm going to go back to my WordPress site. This is the post section of my WordPress site. I'm going to refresh this page from here. And as I've refreshed the page, you can see a new post has been added to my WordPress account. I'm going to see this post over here. The title comes over here as the ultimate guide of hydrated and radiant skin, and you can see this is the link of this post. I'm going to open this link in a new tab, and this is the blog that has been generated by our AI agent that we have created using Pabbly Connect and has been posted on my WordPress account as well. Okay. So now what happened is that as soon as I've entered the data like the title and the keywords in my spreadsheet in my Google Sheets, the AI agent generated a vlog. And then with the help of the automation, that vlog has been posted on my WordPress account. You can see right over here with the title and the content that was generated by the AI agent. And now to create this automation process step by step, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps written in front of you, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Write and publish articles on WordPress using AI agent from Google Sheets. So this is the name of the workflow that I want to give. And next it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I have created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI agent automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of write and publish articles on WordPress using AI agent from Google Sheets, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One over here says trigger, other says action. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. As over here in my Google Sheets, I'm creating a record of my blog titles and the keywords. I want that as soon as I'm going to enter any of the titles and keywords in my spreadsheet, automatically the trigger over here in my Pabbly Connect account should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application over here, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets, and for the trigger event, I'm going to select as new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now, using this unique webhook URL, we are going to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. Now, I'm going to tell you step by step how you can connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. For that, open the spreadsheet that you want to connect to Pabbly Connect. After opening the spreadsheet, from this panel, go to extensions, and from the drop down, go to this add-ons button right here, and then click on this get add-ons option right over here. As you're going to do that, this dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, on which on the search bar over here, I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. As I've searched for Pabbly Connect webhooks, you can see over here that I have already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks. If you have not installed this, please do install it. It will help you to create a connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. Okay, so as I've already installed this, I'm going to go back and refresh this page from here. As now I have refreshed the page, we're going to go back to extensions. As now I have installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, you can see an option in the name of Pabbly Connect webhooks, and from the given options under it, click on this initial setup button right over here. After that, this dialog box of initial setup is going to appear in front of you, in which it is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. For the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us, and then it is asking for the trigger column. The trigger column says the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. In this spreadsheet over here, my trigger column is going to be column B because I want that as soon as I'm going to enter the data till keywords, this data should be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So what I'm going to do is, for the trigger column over here, I'm going to write it as column B, and then I'm going to click on this submit button right over here. As I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. As now the setup is configured, I'm going to go back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you some important steps that you have to follow. Go back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now from the drop down, you have to click on the send on event button right over here. It is very important to click on send on event so that now whenever you're going to enter the data for new title as well as the keywords in the spreadsheet, it is going to send that data to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so that is why it was very important. If I'm going to go back to extensions, you can see a tick mark is in front of it. That means this function is now working. Okay, as now we have done that, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. It is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the new title with keywords in the spreadsheet, and after doing that, I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response to the title and the keywords over here in our trigger or not. Now in order to do that, I'm going to enter the title and the keywords right here. So as you can see that I've entered the title and the keywords. The title is morning versus night skincare routine. What's the difference? And these are the keywords, that is morning skincare, night skincare, AM versus PM routine skincare steps. Okay, so you can see that I've entered the title and the keywords in the spreadsheet right here. As I've done that, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. And yes, you can see over here, Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the new data being entered in our spreadsheet. For the titles, we have received the title that we have entered, morning versus night skincare routine, what's the difference? And with that, we have also captured the response of the keywords in this response, you can see right over here. So as the response of the title and the keywords has been captured over here in our trigger, this means that Google Sheets has now been connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. As now our trigger setup is done, we need to set up our action step. As now we have the data of the title as well as the keywords. Now using the AI agent, we are going to generate the vlog for this title and the keywords. Okay. So now for that, we're going to set up our action step. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google AI Studio, that is Gemini, as I'm using Gemini as my AI agent in this video. You can also use ChatGPT if you want, okay? So I have selected my action application as Gemini, and for the action event, I'm going to generate the content, that is I've selected as generate content. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, over here it is asking for the API key, and using this key, we're going to build the connection between Gemini and Pabbly Connect. And to have the key over here, you have to go to this Google AI Studio hyperlink right over here. As you go to land towards the Google AI Studio, on the top left corner it says Get API Key. I'm going to click on this button right over here, and then I'm going to click on this Create API Key button right here. It is asking for us to select the project. I'm going to select a project over here from the drop down. That is Generative Language Client. I'm going to select this project right here, and then I'm going to click on this Create API Key over here, okay? As I've done that, you can see a key has been generated. I'm going to copy this key from here and paste this key in this section in my Pabbly Connect, and then I'm going to click on the Save button. As now I've done that, Gemini, that is Google AI Studio, is connected to Pabbly Connect. As now the connection is done, it is asking for the text. What is text? Text is the prompt. With the help of this AI agent is going to generate the content for us. So over here, you can enter the text according to your requirement. I'm going to enter the text according to what I require in the vlog that I'm generating. And I will specify all the things that I want in this prompt right over here. So I'm going to write my prompt over here as, so this is the prompt that I have. That is, I am an owner of a natural glow skincare, a brand dedicated helping customers achieve healthy and radiant skin. To engage with my audience, I regularly share informative and engaging blogs on my WordPress site. I have recorded my vlog titles in Google Sheets, and the title of the vlog is, this is the vlog title section. Using the following keywords, these are the keywords. Generate a well-structured, simple and engaging vlog that is easy for anyone to understand. The vlog should be informative and written in simple tone to keep readers interested. It should not include the title within the content and must be free of any special characters or formatting symbols such as hashtag or the signs. If numbering is necessary, it should only be used for list or step-by-step guides. I just need the vlog, not the labels or opening statements. Okay, so this is the prompt that I have, and I specified everything that I want in the vlog that we are going to generate. Okay. Over here in this prompt, it is asking for the blog title and the keywords, you can see right here. Now for the data of these fields, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how it works is that as soon as I'm going to select this right over here and erase it from here, you can see this was the previous step of this workflow, that is Google Sheets near updated spreadsheet row. As I'm going to click on it, this is the same response of the title and the keywords that was captured in our previous step. It is asking for the blog title right over here, and we have received the blog title in our previous response. So I'm going to select the data of this blog title from my previous response. As now I have selected the data from my previous response, what happens is the data is mapped. And now as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Okay. Now as we have mapped the data of the blog title, it is asking for the keywords as well. So I'm going to map the data of the keywords right over here as well. Okay. So as now I've done that, it is asking for us to select the model. For the model, I'm going to select as Gemini 2.0 Flash. So I'm going to select over here the model that I want. Okay. You can select the model according to your requirement. So I'll select the model. It is asking for the method. I want to generate the content. So I'm going to select it as generate content. And then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, you can see over here we have received a response in which we have received the content. You can see right over here that says, let's dive into the world of skincare and figure out the differences between your morning and night routines. And you can see that this vlog is specifically for the title that I've entered in my spreadsheet. Okay, so as the content has now been generated using our AI agent, now what I want is I want to post this content that has been generated by our AI agent on my WordPress as a post. Now for doing that, we are going to add in the action step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as WordPress. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as create a post, as now we're going to create this content as a post in our WordPress account. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, it is asking for the WordPress user or email, WordPress password and the base URL. So firstly, for the base URL, we have to go back to our WordPress account. So this is my WordPress account, you can see right over here. And in order to have the base URL from this URL right over here, from this HTTPS to this WP3, this is the base URL. I'm going to copy this URL from here and paste this base URL right over here. Okay. So now as I've done that, it is asking for the WordPress user email or the password. So I'm going to enter all the details like my username and the password right over here. So as I've entered my username and the password and the base URL, I'm going to click on this save button right over here. As I've done that, you can see WordPress has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, it is asking for us to select the post type. So I want to create a normal post. So I'm going to select the post type as post right over here. Next, it is asking for the post title. I have received the post title over here. So I'm going to map the data of the post title right here. For the post content, I'm going to map the data of the content that was generated by our AI agent. Okay. Next, it is asking for all these details. So I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the status. I want the status of the post to be as a published post right over here. If you want, you can also select it as draft, pending, private, future, all the other status as per your requirement. Next, it is asking for the category ID. You can select the category ID over here according to your requirement, as this is not a required field. So I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the tags. I do not require any tags, so I'm going to skip the part. Okay. Next, it is asking for the featured media ID. So in my WordPress account, if I'm going to go to the media section of my WordPress account, so this is the media that I have uploaded already on my WordPress account. You can see this is the name right over here. This is the name of this media. And I'm going to use this media with every vlog that I'm posting on my WordPress account. So what I'm going to do is, for the featured media ID, I'm going to select this media ID right over here. Okay. After that, it's asking for the format. I'm going to select the format over here as standard right here. Okay. Next, it is asking for the ping status. I'm going to leave it as open. Comment status is going to be open as well. The author ID over is going to be admin. Okay, you can select the authors according to requirement. I'm going to select as admin right here. It is asking for the sticky. I do not want that, so I'm going to select as false. It is asking for the password, date and the date GMT. I do not require them, so I'm going to skip the part and simply I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, we have received a response in which we have received the ID, which is a positive response. And with that, we've also received the link of the post that has been created. So now I'm going to go back to my WordPress account. From the left side of the panel, I'm going to go towards the post and all post section right over here. And as I'm going to land towards the post section, you can see a new post has been added to my WordPress account. In the name of morning versus night skincare routine, what's the difference? This is the link. I'm going to open this link in a new tab right over here. You can see this is the image and this is the title, that is morning versus night skincare routine. What's the difference? Let's dive into the world of skincare and figure out the difference between our morning and night routines. And this was the same content that was generated by our AI agent. is now been posted as a vlog in our WordPress account. So as now this vlog has been posted on my WordPress account, with that what I want is that as soon as this vlog is going to be posted in my WordPress account, I want to update the link of the vlog in this vlog link section right over here, so that I can also have the record of all the vlogs that I'm posting in this spreadsheet. Now in order to do that, we are going to add another action step in this workflow, and for the action application over here, I'm going to again select it as Google Sheets. And for the action event over here, I'm going to search for update row, and I'm going to select the action event over here as update row, as I'm going to update this row with the vlog link in this spreadsheet right here. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, click on sign in with Google. A window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process. My data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. As I've done that, I've successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select a spreadsheet. So I've created a spreadsheet in the name of vlog titles, in which I want to update the row in. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as vlog titles. Okay. And then it is asking for us to select a sheet. Over here, I've created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet over here, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Okay. Next, it is asking for the row index. Which row do we want to update in this spreadsheet right over here? So for the data of the row index, we have received the data of our row index in our previous response in this Google Sheet step. So I'm going to map the data of the row index right here. Next, do we want to update the titles or the keywords? No, I just want to update the vlog link. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to map the data of the vlog link which we have received in the step right over here in place of this vlog link step. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, we've received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet. And yes, you can see over here, the spreadsheet has been updated with a vlog link. You can see right away if I'm going to open this link over here. This is the same vlog for the title morning versus night skincare routine. What's the difference? And this is the same vlog that was generated by our AI agent. Okay. So as now we have updated the spreadsheet as well, this means that we successfully created an automation between our Google Sheets, our AI agent and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, I am an owner of a skincare brand, and to create more customers engagement, I want to regularly post vlogs on my WordPress account. For that, over here in this workflow for my trigger, I've selected as Google Sheets newer updated spreadsheet row. As now whenever I'm going to enter any titles and keywords in this spreadsheet, automatically the trigger over here is going to capture the response of that. And as the response of the title and keywords is captured, using that, this AI agent, that is Google Gemini, is going to generate the vlog according to my requirement. And as the content is generated, that content is going to be posted as a vlog on my WordPress account, and then I've updated the link of that post on my spreadsheet over here, okay, with this action step, that is Google Sheets update row. And in this manner, I build a connection between these applications to create an AI agent for writing and publishing WordPress articles from Google Sheets. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.